Let's look at the next example. You can also do this using circles. And this one says you draw your angle. Draw your angle and then a random angle. And you're going to draw a circle of a given radius at B. Wow, my computer's messing up. Then you're going to draw at the intersection the same size of circles twice more. Once you do this, you will be able to connect these intersecting points to create a rhombus and find the perfect bisector of the angle. So let's take a look at how to do that. Control Z, 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 or you can use the back. So I've got my angle right here. It is a random angle, although if I really want to measure it, I could just go like this and find out exactly what it measures. And there you have 54.7. But let's use that circle method. So circle with a certain radius. So I'm going to draw one around B. Oh, you know what? I noticed their circle is not a circle that's less than 90 degrees. It's greater than 90 degrees. So what we call that is an obtuse angle. Let's make this an obtuse angle. So we're doing just the same as the textbook. There we go. I think I'm going to zoom out a little bit so that we can see this a little better. Control negative. And I'm going to use my arrows to get this right in the center. There we go. So let's get my circles happening. Circle with a radius. 4. Seems to have worked. Oh, I have to pause and plug in my computer. Hold on. There, now that I'm plugged in, I'm good to go. Now it said at the intersection, where that circle intersects my line, I should put another circle of the same size. Mine looks a bit big. Maybe I'll redo that as a smaller circle. We'll go like that, maybe 3. And at the intersection, same size, intersection, same size. Now it's looking like the textbook here. It says to put a dot right at the intersection of those two circles, and you might get your bisector. I'm going to put a dot right there, point right there. Now here comes my lines. It said I could make a rhombus if I join these. Sure enough, I've got a rhombus. This line and this line are parallel. That line and that line are parallel, just like in the textbook. But then it also shows there's my bisector. So let's get our bisector line. 1, 2. And there it is, just like the textbook. I have an angle, angle A, B, C, and it is perfectly bisected by BF. And I can test that out. Let's see if it really is. Now I'm going to measure my angle ABC. A, B, C. 27 point, oh, that's not 27. That's 127, isn't it? Let's see. Let's hide that angle so it's out of our way. 127.1. Well, if that's true, then 127.1 divided in 2, or cut in half, should equal 63.55 degrees. So if we're right, angle CBF will be 63.55. Let's check. We'll go to our measure angle tool. Oh, where did I lose it? There it is. 63.55. Let's check it out. 63.55 rounded up to 63.6. So yes, we did it correctly. And this is where you're going, oh my gosh, this is really technical. Blah. Pause the video, back it up just a little bit. You'll get there. And then if you're still going, I don't know, and you're pulling your hair out and you're starting to look like Mr. Ewert because you have no hair, come to study hall tomorrow and I'll be happy to help you. All right, let's take a look at that assignment again. So now we've got a few skills under our belt, but there's some further hiccups. Number 1 says your teacher will give you a copy of this obtuse angle. No, I won't, but I will give you the power of that copy. Now first, I'm going to clean up my GeoGebra board I'm going to go undo, undo with Control Z, or you can use the back arrow. All blank, good to go. Let's get our existing angle. We'll use our snipping tool once again. If you don't have it open, just go right on down here to your little magnifying glass and go snip. It'll pop right up, comes stock on every Windows machine. If you are on a Mac, then you just need to find out how to get screen snaps. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to copy, Control C or edit copy. I'm going to go to my GeoGebra and I'm going to paste that. Now I have it ready. You know what, I want it a little bigger, so Control plus plus. There we go. Use my arrows, get it centered. Whoops, wrong way. And the assignment says, use a mirror to bisect the angle. I don't need a mirror. I can do it this way. And so I can bisect it using my circles or anything I want. But first, I have to outline it. I'm going to make this right over top and trace it so that it is actionable on my screen. And then another line segment right there. And now I am able to bisect in various ways. One way I could bisect, I could measure the angle and half it, and then measure a half an angle. Another way, I could measure to existing points along the lines like we did, and I could use my right perpendicular. So let's review what we've just learned, and this time I will do it rather quickly. Okay, centering, getting that final line segment. Few ways I can do this. Well, one, I can measure the angle and cut it in half. So I could go angle C, D, E equals, it looks like 119.1. Let's just make sure of that. 119.1, good to go. So I need half of 119.1. All right, 119.1 cut in half, which is divided by 2, is 59.55. Now I'm going to build an angle, 59.55, right here, right there. 59.55 is what it said. There is my half angle. I have bisected it. Now let's do another way to bisect this. I could use where I measure the same distance each time. So I'm going to go segment with a given length. I'm going to go like this. I'm going to give it a length of 1 because this is small. And that one looks good. And then I'm going to do it again, length of 1. I've got to move one of those so it matches my angle. I now have 2 dots, and each of them are an equal distance from D. Now you can measure using your 90 degrees. You can also use your circles to do this. Let's go down to our center with a radius. I've got a circle. I've got a circle. I've got a circle. And now I can start connecting those dots to get the rhombus and the bisector right there. So we've just done it slow and then we did it fast so that you could see how to do it in several ways. Now, as you go through your assignment, you've now finished watching the videos. You're going to start looking at these and having questions. I highly urge you to come to study hall. I'm happy to help you one-on-one. I can show you my screen. I think I can even take over your screen. We'll have to see. And we'll get through this together. So thanks for watching the video. Hope this helps. I really look forward to your questions.